Hello and welcome to the Lifestyle Edit. My name is Megan. Thank you so much for being here today. I am sharing with you an almost full face of Lisa Eldridge products, and I'm going to throw in a few other products as well. So if you're interested, let's get started. I'm going to start off by putting on a lip mask by Abib. It's the PDRN Collagen Lip Mask. This is called Glazed Jelly. I purchased this at a Korean beauty store over in Paris, France. And my lips need just a little bit of extra care today. This is a really nice mask. I tend to wear it daytime, nighttime, it doesn't really matter, and my lips always feel so much better afterwards. To give you a little bit of background, in case you are not familiar or you're new with my channel, I am in my 40s. I have combination skin, and my skin tends to be very sensitive. So I do have to be careful of the products that I put on my face, or even the skin all over my body, just because it does tend to react. I have eczema, and so depending on what's in the products, it could actually flare up those symptoms. So I do try to be very careful. And I purchased a couple of Lisa Eldridge products online earlier in the year. I believe it was in the spring. And I was in Europe, in case you were following along in some of my travel videos. I wanted to try some of her foundation. She has two. She has a seamless skin foundation, and then she has a skin tint. So I wanted to see which one may work better for my skin and the needs that I have. And so I was able to actually visit one of the stores where she has her line, and they matched me with the enhancing tint, which is the skin tint. Let's see, there we go. And I have the shade T8. It does say to shake well. This is a very liquidy formula. And I also picked up her Precision concealing pen, and I believe this is shade 5. Unfortunately, all of the writing has pretty much been rubbed off from me using it. It is a retractable pencil, so you can twist it up and down. And I also have two lipsticks that I want to share with you in two different formulas, completely different colors. And then to go along with that, I have the Seamless Glide Eye Pencil in Burnt Umber, which I purchased online. I have her Kitten Lash Mascara in Burnt Umber, which I had purchased online, and I had gotten those when I got the Betty eyeshadow palette. So these are the items I'm putting on today, and I am using my Shiseido Kabuki brush. I think there's another name for it, but I tend to refer to it as a Kabuki brush. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing today. I tend to put this directly on my face. I know that's not typically what I do, and that's not typically what people recommend that you do. But with this formula, because it is very lightweight, I like to just kind of smooth it all over. And then if I need to add extra, I can do that as well. Because I just feel like applying it onto the back of my hand doesn't quite give me the coverage that I want. So we're going to start off with a little bit here. All right, so as you can see, it just kind of brightened and evened out my skin tone. You can still see my skin through it. It didn't just cover everything up. And this is why I really didn't choose a blush. I could use the lipsticks as a blush if I wanted to. I probably won't, because that's not typically my style, but it is a possibility if I want. But I'm going to do this concealer now, and we're just gonna apply that wherever it kind of needs brightening. And it is nice because if you just have a little spot somewhere, or if you're, you know, using a larger area, it works kind of both ways. And that's it. I mean, this is fairly simple, pretty easy. It might seem like it took a little longer because of course I'm talking, but you know, just very, very nice and simple. So I'm gonna do my eyes next. And I started doing this, I think over the summer because I didn't want to wear too much eyeshadow. And I saw this, I think on Victoria Beckham Beauty's website when she came out with her, I think it was her second round of pencils. I don't think it was her first line of pencils, but she had shown putting eyeliner kind of in a thick line across your upper lash line and then blending it upwards to become your eyeshadow. And then you can always add a little bit more liner if you want to have the look of liner, but this, you know, gives you the eyeshadow look without applying eyeshadow. So this pencil does dry down pretty quickly, so I have to work kind of fast. So I will do my very best, but we're gonna see how this looks. All right, and that's it. Now I could leave this as is, but I do want to show you one of the shades in the Betty palette. There are a couple of different shades in here, different formula types. I'm gonna do a luster shade that is called High Maintenance, and it is this coppery shade right here. It's a really pretty neutral, and I just take one swipe with my brush. There's really not a whole lot on it. And then I start in the middle of my lid and press outward, and then come back and kind of press inward. And I take that all the way up to the top of the lid. And it just adds a little bit of dimension, a little bit of sparkle, nothing crazy, and it lightens up that color a little bit. It gives it a little bit of that coppery shift, but it just adds some sparkle, you know? Who doesn't like sparkle? Some people don't, and that's okay. I like a little sparkle, but I don't like too much. So I do really like this palette. I have a video where I've used it before, so I will put that down in the description box for you if you'd like to see another way of using the eyeshadow colors. And then I am going to finish this with the Kitten Lash Mascara. All right, and there we have it with the mascara. Oh, I kind of pushed those lashes together a little bit, I guess. But very, very pretty. It definitely helps to open up the eyes, and that mascara does give a little curl for me, so I do like that a lot. And I like the brown because it looks a little more natural and just a little softer than black mascara, of course. Last but not least, I do have two lipsticks, and I want to show you both colors. So I'm going to do the lighter shade first, and then we'll move on to the darker shade. So I'm going to share with you which ones they are. The first one I'm going to show you is the True Velvet formula, and this is shade Velvet Enchantment. It comes in this beautiful gold case with her signature logo right there on the cap. And when I was offered this shade as an option, I had asked for red. I said that I wanted to start wearing red more. I wanted to get into wearing red, but I wanted to obviously find something that fit my skin tone. And so they suggested this. They said that if I use a lip brush, I can make it look more like a stain, and it'll look less red, of course. And if I apply it directly with the bullet, then it of course will be much bolder and darker. However, it's not a true red color. To me, it's a little bit more of like This is actually a very pretty fall color, I think. So I am going to apply this with my brush first to show you what the color looks like as a stain. Isn't that so pretty? And this is just kind of that tint. Now, I think I put a little bit more on than I normally do because it seems a little darker than normal, but I usually put a lip liner on first also, so that might be why it also appears darker. I've been using my Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat because I don't have a Lisa Eldridge lip liner, but that is next on my list of things to potentially get in the future. But I just think that's a gorgeous color. Now I'm going to apply it directly from the bullet and add another layer. She's stunning. I absolutely love this color. I think it's gorgeous. It just makes me feel pretty. I like how bright and bold it is, but it's still very wearable. It doesn't look like it's outside of something that I could pull off. So I really do like this color. So again, this is the True Velvet Enchantment lip color. So if you are interested in that, definitely check that out. She does have a holiday collection out right now, and there are a couple of new shades. So next, I am going to show you the Rouge Experience, but let me get this off first. The next color I have is very special. So I said that I wanted to find a fall color that I could wear every day. And I did mention that purple is my favorite color, but I also told them that I tend to wear dusty rose colors, and I'm not sure that that's the right color for me, but I wanted to shift into something different. Maybe that wasn't so neutral. I definitely wanted a color. So they suggested the Rouge Experience line, which is a much creamier line, where the True Velvet is a matte line. This is a much creamier line, and it comes in a refillable case. So I only purchased the refill. They didn't even mention the case, so it may not have been something that they offered in the store. I'm not sure. But if you go online to the Lisa Eldridge website, which I'll have in the description box, if you purchase the case and lipstick, it's $59. And for an additional $4, you can actually have the case monogrammed with your initials. So I'm going to pop a picture up here so you can see what the full case looks like closed. And then I'm also going to show it with it open so that you can see with the lipstick bullet out and the cap so that you can see the monogramming on it. But this is what the refill looks like. It does have her name in the middle, and it has her signature on the cap there. And then the bullet on this one actually has her monogram there, her logo. And as you can see, this is a beautiful purple color. There is no pink to this. It's mainly red and blue without the dusty tones. So I'm going to apply this just like I did with the first one with a lip brush. I did clean that off. So we're going to put this on first. And there you have it. I think this color is gorgeous. Now, it's great like this, and it will wear away beautifully where it's a little bit more of that tint, but I'm going to apply it with the bullet directly onto my lips and show you that darker, richer fall shade. And you don't have to go as full dark as I did, but I really just love this color. And yes, I love purple, I love berry tones, and I just think that this is a wonderful color for me. I really like it. It may not be everyone's cup of tea, but there are a ton of shades in the lipstick ranges, so there is something for everyone, just depending on what you're looking for. You can also try, if you like the color, and match it with something. Revlon has a ton of colors, and I think their lipsticks are still one of the most affordable lipsticks out there that is still very, very nice. I think last time I checked, they were still $5 a tube. They may have gone up to $6, but you know, I still think they're great, and the scent of a Revlon lipstick gets me every time. I don't know how to explain it. I think my grandmother had Revlon in her purse, and that's why the smell just, you know, is very kind of comforting to me. And I think they have something similar. I want to say it's called Rum Raisin, but I would have to look that up. But I'm pretty sure I had that shade one time. I don't think it quite has, you know, the reddish blue that this purple does. That one may lean a little different, but I think it could be somewhat comparable just depending on, you know, the look that you want. That one actually might even be a hair more purple. I'm not sure. But yeah, this is the look. I didn't do any blush. Like I said, you can use the lipsticks as blush if you know, I would use a brush, kind of like I did with the lip brush, and put it on your cheeks and blend it out. I don't really want to do that, but I can and I have. So it is something to consider. If that's something you want to see done, leave me a comment below and let me know what you're interested in. I would love to, you know, share more tips and tricks and different things with you. I do have some more travel videos coming up, as well as a try-on haul that I did at my friend's boutique. So, you know, if there's something in particular you're interested in, leave me a comment. Let me know if you've tried Lisa Eldridge before. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you found this interesting, if you think that we connect. And I would love to have you as part of my community here in the YouTube space. And I really hope that wherever you are having a lovely day. Please remember to be kind to yourselves. Please be kind to others. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.